friends, today what we are going to do is we are going to draw a Viking ship. Okay, so let's see the supplies that we need. We need watercolor, we need crayons, we need a paper. I'm using half a paper. I also have a whiteboard to practice draw. You can use a scrap paper. You will need a pencil and yeah, that's all that you need. You don't have to have a ruler. So let me write down the Viking shapes. Okay. Guys, do you know about Viking shapes? Viking. This is a Viking long ship that we are drawing, okay? So Viking long ships, these were wooden sea vessels, okay? And they were made by Vikings. And these Vikings were from Scandinavia, and they used these ships for trade. They used it for exploration and of course for warfare during the Viking Age. So Viking Age is from 800 to 1100 AD. Okay, that was the time when the Vikings were the time it is called the Viking Age. So these Viking long ships, these were designed in such a way that they were shallow and lightweight. Okay, so because they were shallow and lightweight, they could land on the beach, and it was easy for the Vikings to carry them. And so that was the difference between the other ships and this ships. Okay, and this ship also, the long ships also had a sail also, and they not only used sail to move it, they also used what is it called, the oars. Okay, so they used to have people, they'll use the oars and make the ship move. So that was two type of power to move the ships, right? So let's see how we are going to draw the ship. So today what we're going to do is, you guys are going to place the paper in the landscape style. Okay, first thing that we are going to do is we are going to draw the water. So I'm going to just leave like a 2 or 3 finger space on the bottom, and then I'm going to make the water. So you can make the water, it's like U's connected, right? You can make the water this way. You can make the water a little bit more fancy like that. Can you see? This way, or even more fancier. See, so not too big, there won't be space for you to draw the ship. So if you're making this fancy ones, you need to start from the bottom and make it small like that. It's up to you what type of water or the waves you are drawing. So this is another way you could draw this. Okay, so I'm going to do the simple one. Okay, so there is more space. Now the next thing I'm going to do is draw the curvy part. Okay, so this part, one side, it's like a S. You start like a S, and then S is this way, right? So this part, it is like normal, and then this part, the belly of the S is going to be big. Or maybe you can do it this way. You can start with a small C, and then you can have a backwards big C. It's up to you. And I'm going to make it a little bit loopy. Okay, so we're going to come all the way to the water, this one. Okay, now on this side, the same thing. But this one is taller, and this one is coming like not the same height. Okay, so I'm going to make a backward C like that, and then a C like this. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to, from here, I'm going to leave some space and draw a straight line like that. Then here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to imitate this line and come down like that, and then connect to this one. Here, same thing. When you reach here, you can connect it to this one. It's like more of curved. Okay, so we have the shape. Now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to draw the sail, and so I'm going to draw the mast right through the middle. 2 lines like that. We went all the way to the top of the paper. Okay, I'm going to make like a T, and then another one on the bottom. Let's try and make it the same size. Okay, now this from here to here, I'm making a C. This one like that. You can erase of this line because you can't see that part, and then you have the sail. So you can add designs to your sail. Maybe I'm going to make some curvy lines like this. Maybe we'll have something attaching this to the mast. You can draw a flag if you want. Okay, so the ship is almost done. If you can add, the Vikings always have their what is it called, the shields. Okay, they put the shields on over here on this side, or the hull side. This is called the hull side. So what it does is, if you keep the shields over here, there will be more space for the Vikings inside the ship. Another reason is, it seems it will protect the water. So in the sea, sometimes the sea will be like you'll be getting, like, if it is a very stormy day, then water can get into the inside the ship. So this will prevent the water from getting it's like an umbrella or something to prevent it from coming inside. So the shields are placed to provide space as well as to protect against the seawater. So you can add these things, and then this will erase this off. You can decorate the shield the way you want. I'm just going to make it like that. Okay, so then you can make it look more like the what is it called? Add some designs to your, make it like a wood Some designs you can add, like you are using planks to make this, or use some line pattern to finish off the design. Sometimes they make dragons or things like that. Some shape would be there for this. You can add an eye and make it look like a, I don't know whether it will look like a dragon. The mouth. So usually it would be this part. That's the front part. That is the dragon's head. This is the part that I drew it on the wrong side. So you can, this is the tail part, right? So you can make it look like a dragon, or you can just leave it like that, like a curved thing. Okay, here can be the dragon, and this will be the tail. Okay, so this is how we are going to draw the Viking shape. Are you guys ready to draw this on the paper? I think you guys are ready. So I'm going to take my paper and then start drawing on it. I'm using half a paper like I showed you guys. And then remember, we put the paper in the landscape style. And then the first thing we do is we start with the water. Okay, then you are going to draw the make a C. You can either make it facing this way or going this way. I'm going to make it look like it is going this way. So I'm going to make a C here. Maybe I can go a little bit more up. Or upside down U will be the better one to say. Yeah, it looks like a upside down U. I'm going to connect it with a C. All the way to the bottom of the, all the way to the water. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to do the same thing on this side, but this is the back part of the thing, so it is going to be a little bit, it's going to be lower, and then I'm going to make a C. That I'm going to make a curvy line. Don't make this line too dark, because remember we are going to add the shields to this, right? So lightly. Now I'm going to make this, if you want to make this as fancy as you want, like add a dragon or whatever it is, you can go ahead, add that. Okay, I'm just going to make it like this. Okay, let's add some shields. Oh, before we add the shield, let's draw the sail. So I'm going to draw a line through the middle, 2 lines actually, and then it's almost to the top. Okay, and from here I'm going to add, make it look like a T. Now on the bottom. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, maybe you can make it the same size. I'm going to make a curvy line, connect it this way. Okay, now what else is remaining? We can add the details. So before we add the details, I need to erase this part off. I'm making curvy lines instead of straight lines to make it look like the wind is blowing this forward, right? To show movement, you need to make it like that. Now I'm going to connect this to the mast like that. Maybe I'm going to add a flag. Now let's add some shields. So the shields you can, so I have enough of shields. I'm going to erase off the line that is passing through the shields. I'm going to make a smaller circle inside. You can make the shields, the designs the way you want. I'm just making it as simple. Okay. You can make the pattern on this. Maybe you can make it as simple as you want. You can just draw lines like this. Okay. Or you can make it the way I showed on the other one. It is up to you. Maybe I'll make it that way. I liked it that way because it was looking a little bit fancier. So each time you reach something, you are not going to draw over that. You're going to jump over and continue with. So the sail ship, not the sail ship, it is, because it has a sail, I'm just calling it the sail ship. The ship is done. Maybe you can add, so this is the front of the ship. You need to add some water horizon line here. Okay, so the horizon line is also done. Now if you want, you can make a sun or a moon. I'm going to add a sun here, or a moon, I don't know. So all that part is done. I'm going to take my black marker and then going to outline everything. You guys, because we are going to use watercolor in the end to color the whole thing, you guys are going to use a black crayon. In case you have a Sharpie, you can use that. Okay, don't use the regular marker. So I'm just going to outline everything. Start from here. That's where we started, right? It seems like the shipping technology was advanced for that time, for the 800. The Vikings age was from 800 to 1100, right? So it seems the technology that they used for making the ship was so advanced. That's why they could go so fast in the water. As I said, like, it is two type of power was used here. They used oars, as well as they used the sail, and the boats were lightweight, so that maybe also helped. My question was, like, if it was like a very stormy day, would this topple the boat or the ship if it is lightweight? I don't know the science behind that. Putting the shields on the side is also smart, right? So that the water doesn't get inside the ship, as well as like they had more space that way, and it's like a decorative thing also, right? Yeah. Okay, let me now, this is the horizon line. When you draw the horizon line, see that you are not drawing over the shape. Sometimes I find it easy to put it, like change the, like move the paper around to draw. Have you guys noticed that? I'm just adding some waves like that. Okie dokie. I think mine, I didn't outline everything properly, so I'm just erasing the, you guys, if you used a marker, like a permanent marker, you can erase. Otherwise, don't erase, because yeah, the crayons is going to smudge, okay? Okay, now we are going to take the crayons and then start coloring. The smaller areas we are going to color with the marker. The sky and the other things, the sky and the water, we can color with the with watercolor. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is the wood color, right? So I'm going to use brown for my ships. You can color it whatever color you want, actually. I'm going to make it like, it's the wood color that you're seeing. That's why I'm putting brown, okay? This is, because there is a lot to color in this one. It's going to take some time to color this really nicely. And if you color this really nicely, this is going to look really awesome also. Because this is that one project that is going to look awesome once you're done, because there is so many details into the in this, and then all the details when filled in with color, it's going to look awesome. I'm going to use should I use a tan color for this one? No, maybe I'll use the brown itself. Okay, this ship looks good already. Now let's color the shields. So you can use any color you want to color the shields, okay? Maybe I will use all the colors. Orange, where are you? I'm going to leave these parts white. So that is a trick I'm going to do. So that way I don't have to color the entire thing. Okay, this one is going to be purple. This one is going to be blue. And this one is going to be green. So most of the boat is already colored, right? Now we need to color the mast and the sail. The flag, what do you want to color the flag? You can put whatever color. I'm just using purple because I'm going to use orange and yellow for the sky. I think purple will look good. It'll stand out better. Maybe I'll add some red to it. Reddish purple. Oh, it's not doing it. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the sail. The sail. What color should we use? I'm going to use blue and maybe I'll put red. Red and white. Oh, this part also I have to color it brown. Okay, so let me take brown. Put some brown here. Maybe the stripes, maybe I could have, I'm going to make it thicker lines. Okay, so I'm going to add so that there is more color to this one. I felt like something is missing, became too thin or something, so I'm like added an extra line. Okay, the flag is done. The moon or the sun you can color with, I'm going to color with the crayon, so I'm going to just put some yellow and then I'm going to use light orange. for this. Half of this is yellow and half of this is orange. I'm going to take yellow and go over the orange part. Okay, now let's take the watercolor. Put the crayons back. So I'm going to start with, so I have water. Brush. So I'm going to put the some water in yellow as well as orange and some water in blue. Okay. Okay. I'm going to start with orange. Swirling my brush in orange to wake the color. I'm going to paint. So this part is okay. Don't paint the what is that called? The sail. Yeah. Sometimes I forget the name of things. You can go over the moon. It doesn't matter. So each time your brush is dry, you will dip it in the water and then come back and paint. You can spread the color. We don't want it to be too bright, right? So halfway we're going to make it orange and then halfway. So I'm going to make a fence here. So I'm going to stop with orange here. I'm going to wash my brush really well and I'm going to swirl in yellow. I'm going to paint with yellow now. So the horizon line, above the horizon line, I'm just making a fence with yellow. So the horizon line, as you know, is the place where the sky meets the ground, or the sky will meet the ocean in this case. So I'm just taking my yellow a little bit above to make it look like it is blending. Okay, same thing here. I'm going to make a line above the horizon line and then I'm going to paint upwards. I'm going to take my yellow a little bit to the orange side, not too much. Okay, so then now it's the time to color the ocean. So I'm going to turn this around, swirl my brush in water, and then I'm going to start from the bottom here. Each time your brush is dry, dip in water and then take a little bit of paint from there. So here I'm going upwards, horizon line, I'm going to make a line, go downwards, paint downwards. I don't want to go upwards because why I chose to start from the bottom is because the paint is still wet here. It can bleed to the other side. So that's why I started from here, so that it will give it some time for this part to dry. So I'm going to and we are done with our Viking ship. So what we're going to do next is we need to wash our brushes before we put it away. So I'm washing my brush in the water, like sweeping the floor, and then wipe it on the rim, put it. Don't close the paint right now because it's still wet. Put it away. When this dry, to take a picture of your finished work and then email me this with your name, room number, grade and your school name, so that I can see how your ship Viking ship turned out. Okay, so till we meet next time, bye bye.